Good morning, back on trail. Today we're looking at doing like 18 something miles to a stealth site. And I'm happy to report no incidences of anything last night. Body's feeling fine, so I think whatever it was just kind of lasted just that one morning and then that was it. So hopefully I'm all over it. Let's see. I don't think there was many other major landmarks and stuff we were going to hit today, but I'll point them out as we see them. Cool gorges and whatnot. But otherwise, we'll kick off this beautiful day. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Every day out here is the best day of my life. This little hilltop is called Tryingham Cobble, overlooking the little town of Tryingham, down there somewhere. Oh, we got a bench right here. Maybe I'll chill here for a minute. We're done with our nice break. So I was checking the weather, and the forecast was showing like 80% chance of rain in like an hour. And I was like, what? So I double checked the satellite map, and there's a line of storms coming this way, and it looks like they're kind of forecasted to start petering out by the time they kind of get overhead. So yeah, 45 minutes to an hour we may get some rain, but probably just light sprinkles for just a little bit, and then it's going to kind of end. So whatever, that'll be fine. Maybe it'll cool things off a little bit. So it just popped out to a road. The trail continues across over there. But if we look to the left, there is something with an AT symbol and it says trail stand. Maybe some like random farm fresh goods or something. I'm gonna go check it out. So this is really cool. There's like a little water cache there with a picnic table. Inside here is a fridge. There's a little bit of candy, some fruit, chips, farm fresh eggs, sodas, candy, little icy pops in the freezer. That's cool. I think I'm gonna grab something probably. Well, this will be a nice little stop. I got a banana and a soda. You even have a power strip in there so you can charge stuff while you're just chilling. Man, that little rest stop area was awesome. It's just somebody who has home right on the trail, and they just put out that little stand with some food items. You know, it wasn't free trail magic or anything. You had to pay, $1 here and there, but it's just the convenience of it and the nicety of it, and the little picnic table right there. It's just a perfect little rest stop. It was making me think about, like, unfortunately, you see a lot more stuff where, because this trail is constantly cutting through people's property. Like right now, I'm in somebody's field, and it goes through towns and, across people's front yards and driveways and all that stuff. And unfortunately, you see a lot more signage that's like private property, do not enter. It just makes you feel like it's a major inconvenience for a lot of people as the trail goes around their properties and through it and stuff. And I understand both sides, but it's just super cool when you see somebody who just embraces the fact that they're on the AT and they are very welcoming and supportive for the hiking community. It's rare, but it's really cool and very appreciated. I don't see myself living out here on the East Coast, but if I did, having some property on trail, I mean, I could even see going so far as to have just a little basic shelter set up and just let people stay, kind of like where Jake the donkey was in the secret shelter. I mean, just, you know, if your property's right there close enough, it doesn't take much effort to set up something, and it doesn't have to be powered. It's just something with a roof over it. Be like, hey, hikers, if you want to stay here, you know, just lay out your stuff on the floor, and here's a little 12 by 12 foot room with a roof over it, and get out of the weather. Just that would be like huge. So, I don't know. Just thanks to everybody who's got some set up like that and is, you know, supporting the hiker community in some way. Thanks. Upper Goose Pond Cabin. I think that's the next shelter, 7 miles from here. And it kind of looked like a cool enclosed cabin shelter thing that has a caretaker on site and all that, but recently, due to various COVID surges, they've kind of closed the facilities down, so you can't even stay there, I don't think, unfortunately. I think you can tent around it, actually, but you can't stay in the cabin or something like that. I think the caretaker's still in the area, though. But, so we're probably not even going to stop in there. We'll probably just skip on by it. So I'm on top of a little rise with some cell service, so I called ahead to the Shamrock Inn in Dalton. I'm planning on staying there. What would it be? Tomorrow night I'll be passing through there. And they have no availabilities, unfortunately. It's kind of funny, they're all full up with hikers, and all the hikers are just staying there because it's so hot for like the next 3 or 4 days, which is probably why I didn't see many people hiking out of town, the town of Great Barrington. It's probably too hot for everybody, so they're just sitting there. So, whatever. Part of me is like, yeah, the other part of me is like, it's 95 degrees. Yeah, it's hot. But, so that means that there's no availability in the town, because I think the Shamrock Inn was about the only game in town. So I gotta figure out, try to camp somewhere right before going to town, maybe. Camp somewhere right after. I didn't plan on doing much resupply there because there's like a Dollar General in another town like 10 miles past there that I was going to do a resupply at. So I've got enough food for a little bit, and I may just pass through town, get some dinner, and then hike out or something like that. I'll have to figure out what my next 2 days are going to look like then, since I can't stay in Dalton. There's been a couple of bits like this with the rocks, but they're pretty few and far between, and they don't last very long, so I'm fine with it. Besides, it's the little rocks that really piss me off. These big ones are fine. They're just kind of fun in the moment. Little plaque here by the side of the trail, just talking about how these lands were kind of governed over, I guess is the word, by Wilderness Club, and then lands were gifted to the National Park Service in '81. And there's some kind of stone something here. Chimney, maybe? And we're now right on the shores of the Goose Pond area. And I was also thinking, when I saw those line of storms coming earlier, and they were expected to dissipate, but it didn't even get so much as cloudy. It just, nothing ever arrived here, never got rained on, nothing. So that's fine. Here's the split off for the Upper Goose Pond Cabin Shelter. They got the sign up where it says cabin closed. And there's some kind of COVID safety notice. Let's see. Other facilities, tents, beach, picnic tables remain open. If they served food, I would go down there, but I don't think they serve any real amenities that I need right now, so we're gonna skip it. Keep on moving. Made it to the top of Beckett Mountain. I, for one, am not at all surprised. Well, I think this might be about the stealth site that was mentioned. The ground's not very even. I'll have to look around and see if I can find an optimal spot. Maybe over here where I dropped my bag. Anyway, I think this is going to be it. Right on the shores of Finnerty Pond. Alright, let's get set up. I just got done hastily setting up the tent, and there's thunder in the distance. I got a little bit of cell service, so I was looking at the weather, and there's a big line of pop-up storms that have just appeared out of nowhere, so I'm going to get hit in like probably 10 minutes or so. I think I'm going to get rolled over by a storm, so I'm going to tuck in real quick. I think it's just going to blow by, 30 minutes, whatever, hour at the most, and then I think we'll be fine for the rest of the night, so I'm going to go hide in my tent. Here's a look at the weather that's heading our way. Looks like it might last about an hour or so, according to this. Well, we survived the storm. Just blew through, took about an hour or so. There was some good gusty winds and a couple of lightning strikes that were kind of right overhead, but came through it okay. A couple more people rolled in just as the weather was kind of getting here, so were getting set up pretty quick themselves. Done with everything else that I need to for tonight. Hopefully the tent kind of dries out a little bit overnight. I think that was the only weather that was supposed to hit us, but yep, I think that's about it. So I'm going to sign off here, and we'll see you guys in the morning. And good morning. We're starting out our day with a little walk around the pond. And it's always kind of funny, I keep noticing I'm always the first one awake, first one out of camp. Like as soon as the sun is up, I need to be hiking. Everybody else just keeps sleeping until like 10 or something, so I don't know. They're the ones that get caught in the rain. Anyway, I adjusted my planning a little bit for the next day or two, because I can't find anywhere to stay in Dalton. That's where I would be staying tonight, but nowhere to stay. And there's a bigger city just like 2 miles road walk to the west. You could get into the town of Pittsfield, and hotels and stuff down there are all booked up too, so that's not going to be an option. There's other amenities there too, like a Walmart and stuff is only like 2 miles away. But I don't think I need it because I'm hitting up a Dollar General and stuff tomorrow anyway. So I was like, there's some niceties there, but I really don't need anything. So anyway, I'm going to plan on pushing through Dalton. Past there a couple miles is a tenting, like a designated tenting campsite or something like that. So I'm going to aim for there. It's going to be like a 20-mile day. And then that'll line us up. It's only like 4 or 5 miles to get into where the Dollar General is the next day. And it's right next to where there's a gas station, and the gas station has like a Dunkin' Donuts and stuff, so I can just go get breakfast there and hang out until the Dollar General opens if I'm there too early. Cool, so that's the plan for today and tomorrow. And then we'll continue through. But is a beautiful day. It's totally clear skies. The sun's coming out. It's going to be awesome. I don't think I mentioned yet, but I've been seeing more and more sections where it's getting pretty muddy like this. And I'm imagining this is just a taste of what Vermont is going to look like, because Vermont is notorious for being very muddy. There kind of was a break to where it wasn't raining that much, but everything's got a fresh downpour on it right now. So there's definitely some muddy sections of trail. But apparently Vermont's going to be really bad. There's a split off for October Mountain Shelter. We'll pop in here for a second. There's some people up here. Looks like they got a fire going even. And we're done with the October Mountain Shelter. The shelter itself was the similar designs of what we've seen with the bunks and stuff that's in there. So, and then there was a southbounder in there I was chatting with. And the topic of the Cookie Lady came up, and I didn't realize Cookie Lady's only 2 miles from here. So we'll be hitting that place up really soon. But apparently, and I'll get some more intel from the Cookie Lady herself, but I guess the original Cookie Lady that owned that property was doing this tradition for like 30 years, hosting hikers, giving them cookies and stuff. But somewhere recently, within the last year or 2 or 3 or something, the original Cookie Lady sold the property, and they're under new owners. But luckily they knew about the tradition and they've kept it. So we've got new Cookie Lady 2.0, who's kind of giving cookies to hikers and stuff, and hibiscus tea apparently. So it's a really cool place to stop in and take a break. But we'll be there in like an hour. It's not that far away. We'll see what it looks like. All right, I've just crossed a road. AT continues that way. And there's a sign for the Cookie Lady. I think she's up this way. Let's see if we can find some more signage. I think this is the place. Open 9 to 5. It is after 9. Blueberry Hill. This is super cool. Saturday and Sunday. Pick your own blueberries. Cookies for hikers. Let's see what I can find here. Okay, so I found the Cookie Lady. This is new Cookie Lady 2.0. Go ahead and tell your story.
Hi, I'm Ruth Sangri. I am the second Cookie Lady because the first Cookie Lady, which was really a couple, Roy and Marilyn Wiley, have passed away now. They were cookie people for 35 years. They built this farm. They nourished the blueberry bushes for the pick your own. Roy flew his airplane and enjoyed the place. And now we're trying to keep those traditions going by continuing the Cookie Lady idea.
Sweet. That's awesome. That's so cool. And I've said before, like in some of my vlogs, is like there's so much more than just hiking the trail. It's like the people and the trail towns and the experiences and just keeping on the traditions. So just from me, thank you very much for keeping this going.
It's been very enjoyable meeting all the hikers, and we've had every single state in the United States here, lots of countries, over 1,000 people, and it's only August 13th, and that's since June 1st. So it's been really fun meeting everyone.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks again. And we're back in the woods from our rest break with the Cookie Lady. That was super cool. Not only like I mentioned, it's just there's so much more to the trail than just hiking the trail, and I feel like a lot of people are missing that. It's stuff like the Cookie Lady that just brings the trail like its own soul and all that, like I've been saying. It's just, that is as much a part of the trail as the trail itself. It's all these other experiences, and it's so cool that, like, you know, when one trail angel legend passes on, another one just takes up the reins, and it was like a match made in heaven. And you know, she was telling me that she was had been a caretaker at the Upper Goose Pond cabin area for a while, and then, you know, when this whole situation was happening with, you know, who's going to take ownership of the new place, it just worked out. So she knew what she was getting into. She knew the reputation of the Cookie Lady, and you know, the opportunity just kind of fell in her hands. So it was super cool, just to see those traditions keep on going. You know, and then who knows how many years in the future somebody else can take it over. So anyway, I think we're like 10 miles till what was the town of Dalton, I think. I don't know if I'm going to do anything there. It's kind of a small town. There's like the one restaurant maybe. I may try to pop over to the library and see what their Wi-Fi situation looks like. And then after that, it's like another 4 miles or so to get to the intended campsite for the night, something like that. So we'll just keep on pushing on. Wood Shelter is the next shelter, 3.7 miles away, and Crystal Mountain Campsite. That's the destination for tonight that I'm aiming for. Past town, 10.3. Okay. There we go. I've been in need for a break. The Wood Shelter. Oh, we'll rest here for a bit. Welcome to Wood Shelter. Built 87. Yep, same style. With the upper loft. I like the, oh, what's it called? The sun windows. That's not the word. Anyway, I don't think the other ones had them. Ugh. Okay, getting back on trail. Dalton, 2.5. I think it's closer to 3 miles from here. Crystal Mountain Campsite's destination for tonight, 7.7. Whew, alright. I was looking ahead at the town of Dalton, and it looked like there's like a gas station and convenience store thing right along the town and trail area, whatever. So I think I'm just going to stop into there, look for some snacks and some drinks, probably pack out some snacks and some drinks, and that's it. And then resupply will be tomorrow morning when we get to the Dollar General. There's just a little bit of an uphill here before we dip into town, and it's just too hot out here. Even this little bit of an incline is just wearing me down. It is every bit of like 90 plus degrees out here. Oh man. Whew, I'm just taking it easy though. At least there's plenty of water. Alright, I popped out of the woods, coming into town. I think our gas station we're looking for should not be far. And here's our gas station. Get some food here. Okay, I was in and out of the grocery store real quick. I was double checking the weather, and there's a line of storms coming similar to last night. They're expected to arrive right about the same time I get to the camp, so I've got to just go as quick as I can. So I just grab and go at a bunch of sandwiches and some sodas, and I'm getting out of here. Now we're back in the woods, racing the weather. Let's see. Crystal Mountain Campsite, 3.8. That's where we're going. Made it to the split off Crystal Mountain Campsite. Make pretty good time when I'm motivated by trying to outrun bad weather. Let's see if we can find something decent up here. Well, I think this is it. Standing in the middle of the area. There's a couple of tent spaces, I guess. We got a privy. There's a bear box over there. Fire pit over here. Little camp register. And nobody else. I passed one guy on the way up here. He was going to be coming here shortly behind me, so maybe I'll go set up over there somewhere. Alright, there I am all set up, ready for riding out any bad weather again. Got my food. I'm going to go sit over by the fire, I think, and have some dinner, throw everything in the bear box, and then I'll be ready. First up on the menu is some kind of chicken salad roll fun thing. And now, peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Alright, I'm all done with dinner, and I'm just going to hide in my tent for the rest of the night. Do the usual, edit videos and all that good stuff. See if any weather shows up. It seems like statistically, whenever I know weather's coming and I prepare for it, it always seems to dissipate and then pass by and nothing happens. It's always kind of like when I'm not expecting it, and then I hear thunder on the distant horizon, and then a storm pops up out of nowhere. So we'll see if we actually get any rain or not. Anyway, I think that's about it. Tomorrow's going to be pretty exciting with it's like 5-mile hike to the next town of Cheshire. We'll get into there, resupply at the Dollar General. I don't even know what my next how many days worth of food and stuff I need. I kind of planned it out, but I haven't looked at actually where my next resupply afterwards is going to be. So it may only be like 2 days worth of food. And then right next to that, there's a gas station that has a Dunkin' Donuts in it, so I can just hang out there for a bit. And then leaving town there, we're going to be doing this mass hill climb to do Mount Greylock, which is the highest point in Massachusetts. So we got that coming up for tomorrow. Otherwise, I think that's about it. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.